Hey everyone, welcome to Area 616. Early last week, Jessica Jones showrunner Melissa Rosenberg gave the first real clues to Jessica Jones Season 2, saying that it would focus a lot on Jessica and Trish's relationship, and that it could have multiple villains. So, that got me thinking, and I've come up with my guess as to what the main storyline and some of the characters of Jessica Jones Season 2 could be. Now, keep in mind, this is all speculation, and this video will have spoilers for Jessica Jones Season 1. But on to the subject, I think that the first and most obvious thing to get out of the way is Hellcat. In the show, Trish Walker, a former star of a sitcom called It's Patsy, is a radio show host and Jessica's best friend. The comics are pretty similar, with her being an actress, but in the comics she does not actually have much history with Jessica Jones, and doesn't host a show on the radio. In the comics, Patsy Walker is actually a superhero named Hellcat. The show has actually hinted toward this many times, with Trish getting self-defense training and showing excitement about Jessica being a superhero. With that in mind, I don't think that it's completely unlikely that the show might go down this route. I imagine she'll start out in a similar way to Daredevil, with a more simple costume, and then building up to her superhero suit at the end. If Rosenberg wants to explore Jessica and Trish's friendship more, giving Trish a superhero identity like in the comics would add a whole new layer to that. Another relationship that I think will be explored this season is that of Jessica and Luke. In Season 1 they were together for a while, but then broke up when Luke learned the truth about Jessica killing his ex-wife while under Kilgrave's control. So I'm going to assume that she and Luke start getting back together during the Defenders, and then Jessica Jones Season 2 will focus on them growing closer. It's of course possible that they don't end up together at the end, but it's such a massive and iconic part of their comics history that I just can't see it not happening at some point. But on to the actual story, I think that the main storyline of this season will be about Jessica trying to find out more about her origin, or IGH. Season 1 heavily teased that IGH was tied to how Jessica got her powers in some way, but it never outright says exactly how. So I think Season 2 will explore this to some capacity. IGH is essentially making superheroes, as demonstrated by Nuke in Season 1. They have made pills that give their user enhanced strength, durability, and resistance to pain. So finding new villains for Jessica, and most likely Hellcat and Luke Cage, to fight in Season 2 is much easier with this in mind. So I think that we will be introduced to a new subject from IGH, working with Nuke, named Mary McFerrin, whom comics fans will know as Titania, a frequent enemy of She-Hulk, Thor, Captain Marvel, and the Fantastic Four, and the Avengers. So she is typically seen fighting some pretty big characters, but I believe she will work very well in Jessica Jones, and could provide a good challenge for Jessica combat-wise. However, I don't think Titania would be the main villain, more a thug. Now, the head of IGH is Dr. Kozlov. However, I think he will be an additional villain as well. The villain I'd love to see take the top spot is Dr. June Covington. She's an expert in molecular biology and genetics, so I think she's the perfect candidate for a villain, as she could easily be a scientist working at IGH. In the comics, she has made dozens of self-improvements to herself to become more superhuman, including bones that can soften to diffuse impact, an enhanced pain threshold, and a neurotoxin in her blood that she can use to kill a person in under 10 seconds. With all of these and more, it would make her much more of a challenge to actually physically kill than Kilgrave, whose powers were more mental than physical. Covington's are both, with physical enhancements and great intelligence. So, in closing, I believe that Jessica Jones Season 2 will explore her relationship with both Trish, who has now taken up vigilantism in secret, and Luke, while trying to uncover the many mysteries of her origin, leading to her getting on the bad side of the likes of Nuke, Titania, Dr. Kozlov, and Dr. Covington. However, as I said before, this is all mostly speculation. The only thing I can say for sure that will most definitely happen is Jessica exploring her origins of IGH. I can't see that not happening in Season 2. It's really just the logical next step. But as far as new characters go, they're all just my theory. But anyways, what do you think will happen in Season 2? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.